What's up, YouTube? It's Achilles on Indecisive TCG, and we have our co-host with us.
Perfect King here.
Gears right here.
And we have a special guest. I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm saying it's the captain, rubber captain.
All right, and we're just here to talk about the OP-14 leaks. I know how a lot of people felt, but let's go ahead and just talk about each one. And I'm going to start off with the Mihawk is the first one that I think that they showed us. He is a slash type leader, of course. And if your opponent's leader has a slash type, then he gains plus 1,000. Active main, once per turn, you may rest one of your cards. And if that card character is cost of 5 or greater on the board, then set up to 3 of your Don active. Then you may not play another character this turn. How you guys feel about that?
I like it. Everything about this leader screams, I'm gonna counter Green Zoro, so I like it a lot.
Okay.
My only thing is with this one, I do like it, but what if no one's playing like Zoro?
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
How good is it like into other matchups? It's a clear counter to Zoro. That's like the obvious, but like I don't know how it's gonna do against other like matchups. I like it if you're like especially as a Mihawk fan, you're happy to see him as a as a leader.
I mean,
I think it's pretty mid. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
I just hate facing Zoro, brother. I just hate it.
It's definitely mid. I feel like you can't forget that there's other leaders with the slash type, like Shanks. I mean, I guess Shanks not getting played well. The new VV, is Roger slash or special? I think he's slash.
Oh, that's a good question. I did not think about Roger.
You got Roger. You got Rayleigh.
Yeah, Roger.
Even Law, the Law that came out
Roger
this
slash.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the real question is emu slash
Right.
or is A slash.
That is true. And I feel like his like effect, like if you compare his effect to Zoro's effect, I'm just talking about like the active main one, it's not as great. Because you have to rest one of your 5-cost characters, and then you can set 3 up, and then you can't play another character with the other 3. Versus Zoro gets like really good. I get 3 attached to me, so plus I'm an 8k swing, and I get to swing again. I think he has just way more value compared to this Mihawk.
You can rest one of your cards. You don't have to rest the character, but
you don't get the effect, right? Unless it's a character with the cost of 5 or more.
no, it just says if there's a character with 5 or more on the board. So they just have to be on the board. You can rest like 1 Don. If you're on 6 Don, you can play a 5-cost out. Rest that 1 Don and set up the 3 Dons active. The only way it's going to be good is if they make like some kind of broken 3-cost event or something like that. I don't know, that cheats out of body or something like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so I was reading it wrong. So that means you can rest one of your opponent's 5 costs or more.
Oh,
right?
Your card. One of your cards.
Well, yeah, your card.
Well, it just says, okay. No, you may rest one of your cards. Oh, okay.
It can be any card. It can be Don. It could probably be your leader. Even, I mean, I don't know why you want to rest your leader, but just anything, I'm pretty sure. Maybe they'll have an event for him that you just rest every turn to get the 3 Don.
Oh, okay, so you just need a 5-cost character on the field, and then you can set up 3. So, okay, that kind of is still kind of mid, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. So just looking at, here's a few cards. I know they're like all over the place. So I said the Perona just because she searches Mihawk. So if they decide to make this like a all Mihawk, like there's nothing but Mihawks, because there's not too many. He doesn't have a crew, right? Besides like Perona and the monkey. So I imagine that they just make more Mihawk cards.
Yeah, he's a warlord that was just by himself. So yeah, I think Perona, and eventually they'll make monkeys. I guess that'll be the other support stuff.
They're gonna make him monkeys with like each of the like Luffy, like a Luffy monkey, a Zoro monkey.
Ooh, so they'll make they'll make the straw hat monkeys for him.
Wasn't his monkeys like different characters pretty much?
I think they
'cause
copy.
Yeah.
They copied the sword style.
Okay.
So is his boss monster, the Mihawk monkey?
Probably. I mean, I assume we get a 10 cost.
It'll be a 10 cost gang of monkeys, just like Emu's 10 cost leader, and it's gonna cheat out 5 other monkeys.
That is pretty dope. Now, for the cards that we do get from this set so far that they have announced, they are basically what we get to use those 3 Dons for. Well, actually, this is 4 Don, and we get to KO arrested 7,000 power or less. And then you also get to counter. And it's leader only, gains 3,000 power for the battle. This for 4 Don, killing the 7 cost, and you don't have any reduction. How do you feel about that? And it has to be rested.
That's kind of me.
You do get 3 Don for free, so you're only really paying 1 with your leader effect.
Well, it could work, if you play it off the shanks, the 10-drop shanks, and then you restand all your Dons, right?
Oh,
You could leave some stuff like that, but I just see it being best as a counter. I mean, early game it'll be great. Like early to mid game, it might be a good card. But late game, mediocre at best.
Considering Carrot can just freeze most 7K characters permanently for free.
Carrot,
Right.
Carrot can
Yeah.
work.
one more Don, for 1 more Don, you get to freeze something permanently and get to swing with it. So yeah, you're right on that. And then our other card and this one's only 3 Don. You may rest 2 Don, draw 1 card, then rest one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 7,000 power or less. And then it's the same counter as the other one. So, like, I guess a good 10 Don turn is to drop Shanks down and then rest 4 and then rest another 3. And
Nah, you can't use cards after Shanks, like at all.
I thought you can't play. Oh, you can't play cards.
You can't use events or anything.
No, you can't.
Man.
Dang.
Like if you have a character on board that like cheats out something, you can still do that effect.
Or
You just
leader
can't.
effect that. Oh, okay.
You can't play like physical cards from your hand though, like with like events or other characters.
Yeah, at best they'll be counters, like counter cards.
Yeah.
I mean, comboing that 1 cost event with Carrot would be pretty nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
rest and then freeze.
That's actually really good.
That's not bad. And I like this Doflamingo, because at the end of the turn, if you have 2 other characters that are rested, it can restand itself. So if you do decide to use your leader effect on a character, you could do it on your Doflamingo, and then he can restand himself and still be a blocker. So there's a lot of value there, as well as the Mihawk Zoro combo.
That's just good.
Yeah. Well, the fact that at the end of the turn he restands himself, so you won't get he won't be a 5 cost. That's the only thing that doesn't work well. But he does restand himself, or you do have that cheat out combo that a lot of decks are doing this.
Is it 5 cost or 5K power? Can't remember.
I think it was
it costs 5 or greater.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. And in fact, with the Kinemon that they release, I'm not too sure it's for Zoro, but the fact that you can set up to 3 Don active with it. So you can set up 3 Don with this, and then you can set up 3 Don with the leader effect. And on KO, rest one of your opponent's cards, our opponent, yeah, one of your opponent's cards is always great because that could be a Don or that could be a character. So Kinemon is also really great support.
He also locks you up too, though. That's the only bad thing about him.
Yeah, that you can't play any.
I think the 6 cost Luffy would be good in this deck.
I was thinking that too. I was just wondering. It all depends on if he is gonna have some cards that cheat out Slash, because that could also be a thing where there could be like a Tony Chopper card that cheats out Slash type characters, or monkey that cheats out other monkeys maybe.
Probably will be like what's that red hair card? The one guy that cheats out a monkey or something.
Oh, Bonk and yeah, I think it's Bonk and Monkey.
Yeah, Bonk and Monkey.
Yeah. Well, we got anything else we want to say about Zoro before we move on? Not Zoro, Mihawk.
Mihawk. Look, I'm saying I wouldn't hate it if people pick this up to go against Zoro.
Zoro Shanks. I mean, not just him, other Slash type.
Saying, I'm okay with it.
All right. So now we have Boa Hancock. She is on your opponent's turn. When a card is played, draw one card, and then Don -1 once per turn. When one of your characters with the Amazon Lily or Kuja Pirates with the original power of 5,000 or greater is KO'd, your opponent adds one card from the top of their life to their hand. How do you feel about that?
Man, like my initial thoughts, this shit is like busted. But I also did the same thing with Koala. Koala seemed real busted. But I don't know now. I feel like same thing's gonna happen. I'm gonna say this card looks busted, just crazy. Cause like you draw a card, just your opponent playing the game. Like that's crazy.
No. When on your opponent's turn, when you play a card, so that's like a trigger.
I just said when your opponent plays a card. I see.
No, yeah. It's more like if you have a trigger body, then you get to draw a card.
Okay, it's not bad. It's all right. It's not like busted now.
I think adding a Don to her and being able to protect your well, not protect. I think that effect kind of protects your board, because it's if I go for his character, he goes for my life. Yes, I get a card in hand, but I can't really clear that without being conscious of my own life.
I mean, the deck is kind of like anti-black, you know, because it doesn't say like once per turn, does it?
Yeah,
it does.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Yeah, downtime's one once per turn.
Well, you're saying black, but you gotta understand KO'd means battled.
That is also true.
You know, that's why I say. What was that?
No, I'm saying that's anything. Yeah, whether it's killed by battle or KO'd. I think it depends on the Kuja's pirate support, really, and Amazon Lily support, whether she's gonna be great.
Right, because if you want to play those or not, and then they have to be 5,000 power, and it looks like, at least in the previous sets, they made a lot of not 5,000 power. Like
they're like 4,000 power, and then
I mean, you got the blue 6 cost Boa.
Well, yeah, and then if we want to just talk about the boas that we can play, there's like tons of them, right? We have the blocker boa, so you don't even get to choose. I can just block on your turn, and you lose a life. With the 4/6 one, we do have 6/8 boas that are really strong. Definitely that EV where I think you get to add Arrested Dawn to your leader, so you get to turn on your leader effect. That one's really good. We also get a boa that has a trigger that's a blocker. You won't lose a life by killing that one, but they will get to draw a card, or you will get to draw a card if you do decide to play that starter deck 0-3.
Made them take a life, don't you, when you play that one? No.
No, you get to draw a card. So.
Oh yeah, you draw a card when you play. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you get to draw a card off of that, and you get a blocker. They do have one leaked Kuja Pirate that is 5,000. That is a trigger body. Just if your leader is Kuja Pirate type, play this card. And it has a really good active main as well, as in give your opponent one rested Don if your leader is a Kuja Pirate. So this card is actually like key, and it looks like it's a common. You know, it's not even a rare or super rare. And you're going to be able to draw off of it, and you're going to be, if your opponent decides to KO it, they are going to lose a life. So the support on it looks great, and I don't even have to talk about Cracker and Kikanojos. Those are just great bodies to come out of life.
I think Katakuri would be good in this deck too.
Yeah, the 5-drop.
Yeah, 5-drop. Let you look at your life.
And it gives your leader a Don.
Yeah, every turn.
The blocker.
Activate main. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a great choice there. And also we have one OP-14 card that they did give us the event. It's a 1-cost card. If you have 2 life or less, your opponent cannot attack during this turn. So they gave us a beige event. How y'all feel about that?
That's crazy.
That's for all characters too.
Yeah. And Nell. That's what I was like. I looked at that. I'm like, a Nell support 100%.
And Nell needs it.
It'll probably get banned.
Yeah, it's because okay, I think Veggie's about to get phased out. So I guess this is the new Veggie, right? So even better.
It's even better because you can kind of plan it out. Your opponent there is a little counterplay with it because you need to leave 1 Don up, and they can rest it with all these cards that are coming out to rest Don. So there is a way to play around it versus Veggie. It was like, if they got it, they win. If they don't got it,
It's got a good trigger too.
That too as well. You get to draw a card off of it, or even if you're not playing the 7 Pirate or Boa, even if you're not playing Boa, you could just play a Kikanojo out of hand.
We got a searcher for that deck too.
Did they announce it?
No, it's Gloriosa. The OP-7. One. Yeah, blue. Look at top 5 for Amazon Lily or Kuja Pirates. Other than Gloriosa.
Yeah. So
that trigger is nice because you can even summon your blue card.
Yeah, if you have a few with trigger. Yeah. Or no, it's
No.
Never mind.
No,
it is.
So you can summon the blocker boa if you want, like both blocker boas if you want, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's even better now that I look at it. But so, how are you feeling about that leader? Like overall, do you think, just with the cards that we have now, are you feeling like it's like above A tier or below A tier?
That's the tough one because off the You're Frightening Me, it feels like it's gonna be a really good deck off of just that one card. But I have to see more support for it.
All right, we'll go on and talk about the Law then. Law, another slash type, active main once per turn. Select 2 of your Supernova or Heart Pirate type characters. Swap the base of the selected characters with each other during this turn.
This one be kind of fun.
It depends on the support, man. It totally depends on the support for this leader.
It's
like if the support is like kind of lame, it still looks like a fun deck just to swap powers, just because it'd be like, lower accurate.
I think it's actually kind of legit, especially if they make all of the Heart Pirates like low trash, because like even when you watch like the Blackbeard fight, it was like Law Law and Beppo doing everything, and Beppo kind of came in towards the end. It was just Law doing everything, and he was just using them to position himself. Like,
But the problem is, like, most of the good Supernova red rushers are getting rotated out. Like the Zoros, the Luffys, they're all getting rotated out. Heart
True.
Pirates, not really many Heart Pirates. When you got the new 6 called 7K Law.
But is that
And
even
Sashi
red?
Penguin. Yeah.
Oh,
It's called 7K Law. The once per turn, if this character be removed, you can protect it by minus 2,000. When attacking, give one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power.
Oh
In
yeah,
turn.
the
Yeah.
6/7. I forgot
Yeah.
about that one. The PRB.
Yeah, you got that one, and then Shashi Penguin. I think the other ones, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
six.
I don't know if Law and Beppo's getting rotated out. I mean, Beppo's getting rotated out too. The
Yeah.
promo Beppo, when attacking, kill one of your opponent's characters for 3,000.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna depend solely on support, really.
Yeah.
Always on support, but I feel like even with the cards that we have now, we have like a decent. If you go second, you can play something that costs 2, like that Luffy that drags 2 Don. On your next turn, when you play something that costs 4, you swap the attacks on those, and then the one that costs 2 gets to attack, and then when you go to your 6 Don turn, the one that costs 4 can now attack, and you can swap that with something that costs 6. So I can kind of see a vision. Oh, I see a vision of it where you get to be aggressive with it, but yeah, like you said, it all depends on the support. If they can get more cards, maybe a card that costs 8 or 9 or something.
And the fact that those cards are getting rotated out.
Yeah, a few of those cards.
Because they're gonna be gone. That Luffy's gone. I don't know. When is this set released?
This one releases for us in January. I think November for them. So we do have.
Well, we get like a couple months with it.
We do get a couple of months with it. We also don't know exactly how they're gonna rotate stuff out. They may. I know they say like block 1, but then there's also like a list of specific cards that won't get rotated out. Maybe the promos won't get rotated out since not a lot of people play with it. Maybe they won't, you know. But yeah,
I think it was just like cards that have like a manga or reprint
that's
in
what
a
they
certain set.
that's what they confirmed. But
Yeah.
that's what they confirmed for sure. Those, but I think with PRB 2 releasing, and with some of those cards that they released with, like the Bonnie Searcher, just because they released it in PRB 2, it may hit the list. Is my theory. I don't have anything to back it, but I'm thinking some of those block 1s are gonna make it, especially if they like came out in the starter deck or something like that.
So if they make it, then good. But if they don't, it's just definitely going to depend on support, because even if it is good with the block 1 cards for a couple months, after that, it's just going to die if they don't have good support.
Yeah, but I do think that Beppo and the Sachi Penguin deck that they have in OP-14 is really good support for it.
Yeah.
So far, those 2 drop cards, and I can bring those up.
I think one of them is better for Rayleigh, though. That's just my opinion.
I think they're both still good in Rayleigh, because one minus his 2,000 power, and Beppo gives 2 rested Dawn to your leader or character. So I mean, they're both really good in Rayleigh, and yeah, this might be just a Rayleigh support that we're looking at.
They keep printing low cost ones.
Now we have Donquixote Doflamingo, the purple leader, 7 Warlords. On opponent's attack, once per turn, Don -1. Select one of your leaders or one of your Donquixote type characters. change the target of the attack to the selected card. How do you feel about that effect? I feel like it is a troll effect, and I like it because it's very trolly.
If it wasn't locked to Donquixote Pirates, I would be excited because you could play that new Lin Lin with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Imagine if you had Magellan out there. Be like,
Yeah,
nah, you want
Magellan or Lin Lin. I think it would open the options up more, but based off the Donquixote Pirates we got, I don't really. I mean, I guess you could make a big blocker out of your Doflamingo, the 8-drop. Or maybe make them attack your Viola. I don't know, but it's a blocker anyway, so you wouldn't have to make them attack it.
That is the one thing. Like when I was looking at cards to add to this, I was like, everything I wanted to attack into is a blocker already. So like I don't feel like it matters. I did add like some 5/7s, so maybe you can play some of those vanillas to have. You can block. You can play out the 8-drop 9, play out a 5/7, and just have something else to block just in case they KO your 9 cost.
I mean, it would help you play around unblockable. That's pretty much the only good thing I see about it.
Yeah.
Like Rayleigh's unblockable event or something like that.
Yeah. So we're really just looking for like a Magellan, but I think what happened was they saw what people were doing with Come My Way. And they were like, we can't do something like that, and that's why they locked it to the Donquixote, because it would be a problem. Like the more yellow cards that come out with on KO, the more that Crocodile tech is a problem. So I get it. I want to see them come out with more
Any
on
purple
KOs.
cards that really would hurt. For you to attack into, though. I mean, if it was yellow leader, then I can understand. But like, yeah, we got Magellan, but I mean, this would have worked perfect with that new Lin Lin, that 7-drop.
Yeah, for sure. And one card that they gave us was you rest 2 Don. If your leader's Don Quixote, add 1 Don card from your Don deck rested, and then it's if your leader counter. Leader plus 3,000. The problem I have with this event, and I mean, I don't know if you're doing that tells me that you're not doing your leader effect until late game, and you're trying to ramp, because this card is trying to ramp, but your leader effect minuses you. So unless you're playing like a kid or put in to like negate that and ramp forward, your leader effect feels like it's dead until late game.
Yeah, I think Pudding's probably gonna be an auto include just so you can leader effect when you want.
You don't have to worry. But then the thing about Pudding and Kid, right? Because this is on an opponent's turn. I think they both don't work on opponent's turn.
Oh yeah, it is right. Oh, it's on opponent's attack. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I guess it's not an auto include. Then I lied. God Thread, a new 5-drop Dofi's probably gonna be an auto include, but and Bellamy.
Yep.
But they're all 5 cost ramps, pretty much, essentially.
Bellamy has to be in there just because it's canon accurate. He needs to use Bellamy as a meat shield. I need to see a better Bellamy card for sure.
Yeah, they'll probably definitely have one where he's all beat up and stuff.
Beat up, and then he like freezes your leader from attacking or something like that, because that extended it by like 10 episodes because Luffy didn't want to punch Bellamy again.
I need to see some on KO. That's what I need to see.
Yeah,
from the support.
Yeah, sure. This is probably one of those decks that as well we need to see some more of its support, but right now the effect seems annoying.
For sure. Having them swing into the 9K. 9K Doflamingo so far is the best option we have.
Is the effect once per turn?
It is.
Okay, yeah. If it wasn't once per turn, oh yeah, that'd be a little rough.
I mean, you would have to play if it wasn't like I'm okay with it not being because you got Don -1 every time you do it. But then you would have to play not Black Widow,
Black Maria.
Yeah, you have to play Black Maria to get all that Don back.
We probably play her anyway, right?
Yeah, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, just to stay
just to
up.
keep, just stay caught up.
But I feel like that was like the better half of the leaders. Now we're off into like the worst half, at least just based off of leader effect. But we'll talk about Crocodile. He's 5 life, 7 warlords, Baroque works. All of your opponent's characters cannot be removed from the field by your effects. Active main, once per turn, you may KO one of your characters with a type, including Baroque works. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -10 during this turn. Then you may trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. Just off of effects, how are we feeling?
Ooh, this one's rough.
I kind of wish that the first part of it was, instead of by your effects, by all effects. I wouldn't mind that, like, because then it would kind of counter Emu or anyone who like has to KO one of their opponents, which isn't too many people, but I mean there's other black decks like that card Gecko Moria plays that KOs a 2 cost and then it doesn't have an effect or something like that. Or even Dressrosa has a card that like KOs a card and then minuses.
I don't like it, man. I just say that up top. And based off like the fact we only got one borrowed words card, which is the Mr. 2 Bonclay, and he KOs. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with this leader. Besides maybe make freeze effects, and then I feel like it should be a green leader for that. I don't like that they're getting away from KO out of black. Like I feel like black's identity has majority of the time been KO up until Teach. So even Teach has some KO. So it's like I don't know. I don't like it.
I actually take the opposite stance on that. I like that they are actually, because I feel like black wasn't KO until everybody was playing it that way. I feel like they wanted to do something with the minus and with the plus, but they were never able to get off with it. And I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off with the Crocodile, but at least we get to see something like outside of the KO, but we do get to see like cost manipulation in a way that may be different.
I mean, you've seen what happens outside of KO, Emu. that's what happens to black outside of KO. I'd rather it be a KO deck than cheat out 5 bodies for free deck.
I mean, I get it, and we do have a few other Baroque works that are coming out. They're not out yet, but in EVO3, we do get some that are like, I guess, KO targets, as in like this Miss Valentine on play, trash 3 cards from the top of your deck, and then you can do your leader effect to KO it and draw 1 card. And the Mrs. Double Finger on play, if there's a 0 cost, which will be there with your leader effect, you can are a character with a cost of 8 or more draw a card. So those aren't 2 good examples of cards at all. I mean, you do get the trash 2 card. Yeah,
you just deck yourself out before you have a worry about winning, right?
Yeah,
It's like just trash everything, and then pray you don't deck out before you lose.
I assume we're gonna get some kind of like Crocodile that has the Jesus effect for like how many cards in your trash you get X amount of power. I can only assume that is definitely going that route, especially since we had like a blue was it Blue Baroque Works that has like depending on how many events are in your trash, you get plus 1,000 DOS bones, right?
Yeah, that's bone. He did that.
So I can only assume with all this trashing, it's going that route.
They
But
got some
with
trash recursion, man, because you gonna the looks of it, all this trash 2, trash 3, draw 1, you're gonna be decked out after a
Le-
couple turns.
Leader effect trash too, yeah.
Yeah.
You have that. We do have some cards that aren't Baroque Works that kind of go well with it, including like this Brook that's on play if your opponent if there's a character with a cost of 0 or more, this card gets rushed. There's another one if there's a character with a 0 cost, this card gets banished, and then we have another one when attacking if there's a character with a cost of 0 or more, your opponent cannot activate blocker with a cost of 5 or less during this battle. I feel like that's what that deck is going to be with their actual, I guess, men, or I guess better numbers, higher numbers than violence.
My only problem with that, this is what I'm saying. My only problem with that is that all them cards they make with that text is gonna be irrelevant in most every other black deck. So they're just gonna essentially eliminate every other black leader for them cards.
Maybe
that's the only reason I don't like it.
I can see I can see that, but I can also see like if you do -0 and you still got like 3 Don left. Well, maybe not 3 Don for like that Brook, but if they do come out with a card that maybe you can do like a rush or a banish, or like you already have it established, you -0 and then you swing with it and it get that effect and then you KO. I feel like there may be something you could do with it. It's very convoluted, but there may be like I said, that 8-drop or not 8-drop or 8 or 9-drop Crocodile that depending on how much cards in your trash, you get a lot of power. It might not be leader locked, and that may help. There's possibilities.
Yeah. I'm not excited for it. I'll just say that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that leader effect is just.
It's just. How do you feel about the event that we did get? You may rest 2 of your Don cards, so that's 3 Don. Negate the effect of one of your opponent's 5 costs or less during this turn. And then there's a 4K counter if you have 10 cards in your trash. And this is leader and character. So this is really good, I would say.
Really good
black
counter.
I was gonna say
trash for look quick.
Well, I mean, we know that's gonna happen with this deck. We know it happens with Emu. Like Emu could play that card technically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blackbeard could play it, and it's just a 4K counter for 1. All you need is 10 cards in trash. Blackbeard feels trash. Sokka feels trash. Even Usopp can feel trash.
I like that card.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. It's crazy how it's not leader locked. Like of all the cards we looked at today, I feel like this one should have been leader locked.
Nah, I think that's fine because all the other colors are getting the same kind of card.
Most of the cards you want to negate. Most of the cards you want to negate in this upcoming format are going to be 10 drops. So I mean,
true.
Not too bad. I mean, like the 10-drop Newgate or just Shanks or something like that. I guess I don't know, but the only problem with it in this deck, there ain't no way to. Even if you do negate the effect, there ain't nothing you can do with it anyway.
Oh, I guess you can negate a 10 cost with your leader effect, and then that. So there's that. But let's go ahead and go on to this guy. When we just read a bad leader, who thought it could get worse? Jinbe, blue leader, Fishman Pirates, Sun Pirate, Seven Warlords of the Sea. Activate main. You may trash one card from your hand. Then give up to 2 Rested Dawn to one of your Fishman or Merfolk type leaders or character cards.
I actually don't think that's bad. I think that's okay.
Sounds like a worse. Sounds like a worse dragon to me. Or a worse starter deck 22.
Or a
Luffy.
worse Bonnie, or like it, like all those cards. So like Dragon, he gets that effect for free. Bonnie gets that effect for free. Luffy
Yamato
needs to attach a Don. Yamato gets that effect for free. And now you're telling me to trash one card out of my hand. Yes, it's a blue deck and it has a lot of draw power, and most likely you're gonna get a lot of draw power, but why trash one card for an effect that everybody else gets for free, and you limit it to only Fishman and Merfolk type? Why?
It's monocolored. There's no Cody Jones or anything that's gonna go good with it.
Yeah,
I gotta see the support, man. I gotta see the support.
Absolutely, but I like, just based off of its effect and reading it, it's definitely trash. Now I said this like about Dragon, how I wasn't excited about it, how I was like, this is a boring plain effect, and then I end up taking Dragon to regionals. But I know how this card is, and like just the cards that we currently have, it just doesn't. Is definitely from the cards that we have now. There's no good actually cards that can go with it. Yes, you can play the Jinbe and technically get those 2 Rested Dawn for free, or maybe even the blocker, where you only technically play them for 1. But I feel like I'm doing girl math.
That Arlong is probably about it.
Yeah.
That one attacking Arlong.
Oh, for 3, so you only play him for 1, and I mean he's not rush, so you'll play those 2 somewhere else. But and it's
They have to
block
play it
2.
on curve.
Yeah, on 3 Dawn, but it is block 2, so that promo is gonna be with us for a while.
That one Arlong's good against Rayleigh. Block 1 though.
Oh, yeah, and
That's
then
his fairly.
the Jinbe is not bad against the Rayleigh. Both Jinbeis aren't bad against the Rayleigh. It's just it feels bad to play a 4 power, even though you technically only playing it for 2.
I think we're gonna get some more 7 Warlord support though, so that's good.
Yeah. The Brick Fist is nice because you technically play it for -2 cards in hand, but no Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detach for free by trashing something from your hand.
Yeah. And then we also have his event card, which is it's 2 costs, and then you have to rest 3 more. Play 1 Fishman card, character card with the cost of 3 or less from your hand. Then return up to one of your opponents with 6,000 base power to your opponent's hand. Then your counter is draw 1 card. Then this leader gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. How about that? How do y'all feel?
Right. Because it doesn't say or less. Like it literally has to be 6,000 base power.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, as a counter, it's not bad. You get to draw a card.
But that's 2 Dawn, right? 2 Dawn for 3,000 power, and maybe at best a 2K. At best a 2K, at worst a brick.
Yeah, it's not the best. But yeah, it's
if
not
it
the
said
best.
6,000 base power or less, that would be fine.
And it could be it could be a mistranslation. But last time I was like, it could be a mistranslation. It wasn't. So
yeah, if it was at least a 4K, it would have been better.
Right? Because most of them that cost 2, but it's tough. It's tough. Jinbe's tough, and another leader that's tough to talk about is Gecko Moria.
Okay.
He is active main once per turn. You may KO one of your own Thriller Bark Pirate type characters. Your leader and all of your characters gain plus 1,000 during this turn. Second effect. When attacking, you may trash 3 cards from your hand and add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. How we feeling?
I like the first half a lot.
Okay.
The second half, little bit, it's gonna be a little rough.
Well, with the second half, you'll never get pudding.
Just to play around pudding. Let me just trash 3 2Ks from my hand and gain a life.
I mean,
I feel like you just want to run all bricks with this deck, so you can just have something to trash.
True.
Triggers and bricks.
Triggers and bricks. Kiganojo, perfect. Trigger and a brick.
So with the KO part, I know they run. They got the Thriller Bark Pirates that I think it's that little penguin one.
Yeah, they're all the little ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it draws 2 and trashes 2. So that kind of that's pretty good. That was what I was thinking off the bat.
Yeah, you have on play trash 3 cards from the top of your deck, and then on KO trash 1. You also have up to one of your leader characters gains plus 1,000 for this turn on KO. I feel like they really want Gecko Moria to be that deck that plays out the 2 costs and KOs them. And since it wasn't that, when they first made it, they were like, we're gonna try to make another one that like they have to play it this way. And they really want people to play it that way.
They want him to just sacrifice his homies, man. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, because you can finally play the Thriller Bark stage.
Yeah, which you get to play them out of trash. And then we also have our cards that the 6-drop that plays out a 4-drop, and this 4-drop that plays out a 2-drop. So you're gonna be able to definitely swarm the board for sure. And KO this maybe the same turn with your leader effect.
If they make a Thriller Bark 2 cost that draws 2 and trashes 1, I think this leader would be decent.
To gain a card, actually.
Because you could just summon it back off of the Thriller Bark stage every turn.
Yep.
And build your hand size up, and then you would be able to utilize the leader effect effectively.
I feel like, and I mean, it might be too much. It don't even need the trash one. Just on
it don't. I was thinking that at first, but I was like, at least just for the people that say that would be broken, like at least trash 1, okay. Like, at least give me that. At least let me plus 1 card.
I feel like
I'm having to get rid of 3 now. Like, at least let me plus 1.
Yeah, try it. Trash 2, and then you're at least you're only minusing 1 to heal.
Or when attacking like the Cavendish, like, give me when attack and draw 2. Like, give me that.
Yeah. That way it's kind of
trash 1.
Yeah,
it's controllable. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of cards, and then maybe Ors is playable because I definitely know that they wanted Ors to be. Like, I felt like they want Ors to be a good card for them.
Boss monster, man.
Yeah, they wanted to be the boss monster. Even though they broke out that 8-drop, Gecko Moria that was like the boss monster for.
That's why they got rid of him, man, and made another one with the same stats as Ors.
Yep. They're like, which one would you rather play? One that costs 4 or one that costs 6?
You can summon back Ors off of Gecko.
Yeah. And then we also have this nice Perona as well, who's a 4 cost. She's a blocker. Give one of your rested Dons to your leader. Our characters. Then if you have 10 or more cards in the trash, play up to 1 card that's 2 costs. So you have 2 targets for this Gecko to play out. You can play this one out. You can play this Corona out, which then will give a Don to your leader. I'm thinking mono black. And then
That's
mono
2
black.
Don. 2 Don to your leader, and then you could probably summon back a blocker or something off her too.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the one that draws 2, trash 2, get rid of some bricks.
That, and then you can KO it too. So you could in one turn draw 4, trash 4.
Yeah, it looks like you're just gonna deck out again like that other deck.
For sure.
Hey, I mean, at least Thriller Bart's got Hodgeback and
Yeah.
the other guy to cycle back cards into your deck.
Alaikum.
You could low key stack your deck though,
Yeah,
like all cards you want.
the hog bag returns cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Hogback and then the other guy,
the Absalom.
Absalom. Yeah.
And his actual event card, it isn't broken and it isn't bad. It's just look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal 1 Thriller Bark type, and then add it to your hand, and then trash the rest of them.
Yeah, basically brand new.
Yeah.
Couldn't they give him a plus 3K, man?
Oh, counter. Yeah, they didn't give him a +3 counter. But I
could at least
guess
put plus 3 on that. That's fine.
He could just use smokers, right?
I mean, yeah, but
And
What
he
keep it in theme, man. He keep it in theme.
just keep it in theme. If you're asking just this one, he could just use this one.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's plus 4,000. If you have 10 cards in trash, and you're gonna have 10 cards in trash, like.
I guess they made it for both of them then.
Yeah.
I don't know where the yellow comes in at. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just play the best yellow cards. You play
The Kuma.
the what's her face, the Nico Robin, where you trash 1 card from the top of your life and then you add 2 cards, and then on KO, they take a damage or they take a hit. You just play the best yellow cards. I think that's all they. I think they weren't thinking about it at all.
I feel like he might be another black yellow Lin though, low key. Just a little bit better.
True. I really think all the support is just gonna go to the black Gecko and just make him better.
They make some yellow Thriller bars, I would be really surprised.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I just have a good look at all the leaders that we need to look out for. Most likely, for sure, some of these cards are going to get support just because they share the same name and types as the other leaders, as in like Sugar, she's Donquixote. So as long as they keep making purple Donquixotes, she will get the better cards for sure. The black Gecko Moria. Even the red green Law, even though he's gonna get phased out, just all the weenies that they played out, he has more weenies that he can play out and swap out and just do different effects with. I'm coping with the red purple Law. I definitely am. But there's a possibility because now there's
that's maximum copium.
Now there's like he sends 3,000 power character, right? So they have a 2,000 power character. You add 3,000 to them. They're 5 costs. I mean, they're 5,000 power. They get their little effect. You send it to the bottom, then you play it 4 costs. There's something there.
They could bring back the regular red RP Law, and it would be just mediocre in this upcoming meta.
Yeah, I think with versus emus, like for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still banned. After they decided to print Emu, to be honest, they could have went ahead and dropped him.
Yeah, we have so Don Quixote. We have the purple green, of course, if they make more purple. Don Quixote. I mean, if they make more, he's definitely getting the support.
I'm sad he's getting phased out. I need them to keep the leaders at least. Just keep the leaders and phase out the cards. I don't care about the cards, but I mean, it would suck to lose the 10 drop Dofi, but
Yeah. I kind of want that to go just because I've lost so many games to that. But
I mean, you got Shanks now, you got Law and Beppo. I mean, it's not terrible that he goes, but
yeah,
for this deck specifically, I just love the 10 drop Dofi.
yeah, and Smoker, there could be some support with him, like because he has things like if they go to 0. So maybe if there are some other cards that like if it's at 0, it gives like your leader a bonus effect or whatever. That's just something to look out for. They made some Land of Wano green cards, so Yamato and maybe even Odin is good to look out for. The Nami yellow blue, just because the Boa is yellow blue, I feel like any cards, especially since they're trigger cards, most likely will go into Nami. This is the Seven Warlord pack, so blue Doflamingo is definitely something to look out for. Silver Rayleigh, we already saw the Law support, and it's looking like Silver Rayleigh's Oro support. And also possibly Sanji, because he can give them rush. So add some Don to him, give him rush, and then swing. Any other cards y'all think our leaders think could get some support in this set?
Well, I was thinking the Nami that you put right there. I was thinking she'll benefit from a lot of what Boa will get. But just because, they're the same color scheme, she's a 7K leader. But yeah, that I don't know if I'm coping there.
Kinemon, man.
Kinemon, yeah, I can see Kinemon, even though he's getting wiped out.
Wano card.
Yeah, those Wano cards. Those Wano cards look good, like for just Odin, mono green, red green.
But this is a good set of leaders to watch out for that would get support. It's pretty good.
All right. So I guess we're off to our final thoughts before we end this video. How do we feel? I guess I'll start, and I'm just thinking when I'm just looking at like these leaders, I have 2 cases ordered, and I'm thinking about dropping it down to 1. Just looking at like how these cards are. I am excited for the Law the most, just because I am like a red, purple, like I'm a really aggro player, so if I can really play aggro with this Law, it looks really good. I do like the troll effect of Doflamingo, so I'm hoping he can be very trolly and get some on KO effects. Maybe I'm not excited about these last few, but they're just not. Black has never been my color. Boa looks actually broken, and it looks like she'll be hard to deal with. I might be wrong, but I think she may be the winner of the set, and Mihawk is mid. Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go. I think it's just coming from 13 to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like what happened to the leader effects. What happened to the emus and the aces and the Sabos and the Bonnies. I don't know. It seems like a filler set, to be honest. To me, it seems more like a EBO set rather than the actual 14.
I mean, it feels like OP-10 all over again.
Like, based off the support is gonna basically determine how excited I am to see like certain leaders.
Yeah, I'll agree.
If the support's good, it'll be a great set. And if the support's bad, it's gonna be a mid set.
Yeah. No, I think I'll agree with that. I'm more excited for the Moria support than I am the Moria leader. I hope they don't make yellow thriller bark cards. As far as winner of like the leaders in this set so far, do seem like Boa, and I was gonna say Purple Dofi if that support is pretty good. So
I would also
those
have
are my
to
thoughts.
agree. Yeah, because the Boa and the Dofi just seem like the clear winners of the set.
Mm.
But like just off first impression, right? They just seem like clear winners. But who knows? Maybe we'll get better support for the other characters. But off just the leaders themselves, Boa and Dofi are like the best ones.
I'm surprised, Dofi. But yeah, well,
That's just because he's got a lot of support out already. Majority, you know.
I guess so.
Dofi's got a lot of stuff we can already like build off of. I mean, he doesn't have everything that this leader would need, but he's got pretty much like a Ploofy setup already. Big Dofi into something.
Like if a Purple Dofi gets like cards that say Onko effects, I think that'd be pretty busted. They're not blockers, but you can make them basically change the target to whatever the supports are.
Yeah, kind of like the Brule blocker, you know, the purple one that ramps, you know, stuff like that.
I play her anyway and everything.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if the support that he gets, like the Onko support, would be like Bellamy and like random villager, like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah. Remember, he was the leader of Desperosa, you know. So yeah.
We'll say this though is that everybody thought Rayleigh was gonna be bad, so
that's true.
And that's a top contender right now. So
yeah,
support definitely make a leader. A bad leader.
2-1 for Jinbe.
And you know what? They might want to give Crocodile more love, you know, in the anime. So he might be good. Who knows?
So I will. If anybody want to take me up on a bet, I will bet that like Crocodile will be better versus Jinbe. If anybody want to take that bet, $50.
Versus Jinbe?
Look, I think Jinbe will be an okay leader. I don't think he'll be great. I think he'll be okay. Like
Jinbe got access to removal though.
Yeah, if you tell someone, hey,
I'll take that bet.
Start off with this leader, I think it'll be okay.
I'll take that bet.
Jinbe's got access to removal, man. You got gravity blades. You got
Don't make him think. Don't make him
red rock.
You got,
he already done made the bet. He already took the
for
bet.
sure. I'll tell you. I mean, I ain't going back on it.
You got pudding out there.
He ain't got removal. That's one thing. That's one thing he ain't got. But I feel like Crocodile will at least be better than Jinbe.
Oh man, you gonna be bouncing back your shit with
Crocodile has to be like a stun deck.
So we have to build the decks and then play for the channel.
Oh, is that how we're gonna do it? Just 1-on-1. All right.
The best 2 out of 3.
Best 2 out of 3. Now we gambling, but all right. I mean, we can do that. So if y'all want to see that, definitely look forward. As soon as we get the cards on Sim, we can definitely play it out. Are you want to do like actual cards?
It don't matter. We can do either.
All right, yeah. Let's save some money and not.
Good proxy it out.
Yeah, we proxy it out.
Or yeah, whichever.
But I feel like he's gonna be the sleeper. That's just me. Anybody else thinking about any sleepers?
Moria.
I think Gecko. I think Gecko's gonna be the sleeper. His negative face is just so bad. They got to make it good.
That's 3 on Gecko. So
they got to give him good support to support that effect. Like, there's no way.
Okay, I was reading that effect wrong. Because it said you may trash 3 cards. What if you only trash 1?
I mean, you don't get the effect.
Then you don't get to add that card, man.
I know. Like I thought, for a quick second, I thought it was a little loophole.
Well, there you go. You trying to dodge put, and you just swing leader effect to 5 cards. Only pitch 1 card though.
Because it says you may trash 3.
You can definitely dodge your put and your Robin, your koala cards. But
yeah, I think the support for Moria should be good, but I don't think the leader is gonna be good.
well, you heard our opinions. I do want to see you guys' opinions down in the comments. If you were here for an hour, a minute, a second, I appreciate it. Especially if you show some love, throw a like. But I think we're out. Bye.
You guys.
Oops.